I'm headed to Florida. I'm headed to Florida to work, and I started thinking about places to stay. I'm gonna be camping in my truck for a while, and I'm wanting to get my peer support certification. There's a place around Fort Lauderdale through the Salvation Army, I think. I've researched some of it. It's Broward College, and you can go to school there and get your peer support. You have to be a year clean. And back when I was in rehab 15 years ago in Asheville, this girl would come by every Wednesday or so. We'd go to Starbucks. First time I ever heard of a Starbucks. And then she'd take me around to like libraries and things, and she'd help me get my doctor visits together and stuff. I was staying at an Oxford House, which is an amazing organization. I need to do a video of just Oxford House alone. But it's where you can stay there right out of rehab. If you go to rehab for 30, 69 days, whatever, and you come out and you're not really ready to get your own place, but you want to get a place, it's like $100 a week, or was probably way more than that now. But you just come up with like $100 to move in, and you gotta take a drug test every week. Everybody's accountable to each other, and you have like a comptroller, a secretary, a president. All through the house, you got different chores. And say 8 people stay there, and everybody pays $100 a month, and chores got to get done and all that. And if somebody suspects somebody abusing, you have to call them out on it. And if we find out that you already knew, then you get kicked out too. But if you fail a drug test, you got like 8 minutes to pack your stuff and go. I mean, it's no tolerance whatsoever. You got to have a job within the first 10 days or 8 days, or you got to be in school or volunteering. Now, when I was there, it offered me a chance to go to school. The girl that come around, I wanted to be a CNA. I wanted to go to nursing school, but I got my CNA and my CNA 2 and my med tech, and ended up working for the J. Iverson Riddle Developmental Center in North Carolina. I worked with autistic kids for a while, and I worked in some old folks' homes, and then I was a staff in charge at a place where I took care of guys. There's like 10 guys that asked about an old folks' home. One of them was deaf, a guy named Paul, old guy. And, but anyway, I'd cook for them and write doctors would give their medicine. I'd give their medications out for them, and get their notes together and clean the house and stuff like that. I lived there on the site, and that was an amazing job. And I was wanting to go to nursing school, and I was wanting to go in that August when my dad died in June, and I went buck crazy and ended up catching a felony and for cocaine possession. So that just stopped everything for me. That was in 2008, 2009. But anyway, I was thinking about those houses back at Oxford House. One day I went to work. I was getting ready to go to work. My buddy roommate was Phil, and man, I went downstairs to get coffee and stuff like that. Phil was still in bed, and I got up, took a shower, got my stuff together, and I was going downstairs to go to school. So I drove my bike to school every day. I have a backpack on and all that, and Phil's roofing crew was out there blowing the horn and stuff, because he's usually already up, running down the door about the same time I'm out the shower. He was getting up going. Well, he wasn't up, and I said, "Phil, man, your people's down here." Nothing. And I went upstairs, knocked on the door, and opened the door, and he was still in bed. I said, "Man, get up." I threw like a pillow on him, whatever, nothing. I said, "Phil," and I went, hit him, nothing. And he was blue. He was dead. He had got up and did a shot. He had snuck dope in that house, and did, I think it was methadone and, not methadone, gosh, I don't know, Roxy's or some kind of something, overdosed right there. And, yeah, I'll never forget that. And I remember I was roommates with a boy in South Carolina at the Owl's Nest, one of the best rehabs in America, Florence, South Carolina. This is 10 years ago, and me and a roommate there, we become real close friends. And after we left there, we stayed in contact with each other, and I know he moved to Daytona Beach. So I hadn't talked to him a couple of years, 2 or 3 years. So I was going to message him and say, "Hey man, I'm coming your way. I'll be in Daytona. I'm going to Florida." And man, I just couldn't wait to surprise him, you know. And I looked him up on Facebook, and he died. He overdosed. inmates I've had in the last 10 years in rehab, and they're dead. This ain't no joke. This stuff ain't no joke. Have a blessed day. Florida bound. We do recover.